Morning, Trainiacs. I hurt. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Yep. So I just had the biggest weekend of training I've ever done. A 6-hour, 11-minute, 200K bike on Zwift, hence the kit. And then a 30K run the next day. 9 hours of training. So I'm recovering here. We're gonna talk about how after a race, you need to go about recovering, start to finish, to get you back to the next bit of training, next race, basically absorb that race so you can come back, be stronger, and not overtrain. I'm on the edge. All right, Trainiacs, I got some charts, I got some graphs, I got some swim trunks that I'm basically living in these days. Life is good. Life is really, really good. Come on. Grace, you too. Come on. And I got some cute dogs. So what you do after a race is very critical because very few of you, unless you are just like total bucket list triathlete that is looking to do a triathlon, never do one again, drop the Speedo, walk away. In that case, this isn't really going to pertain to you, but for most people, we either have an off season to get to or we have another race to get to. So we need to make sure that when we do a race, what we do after allows that race to actually build our fitness so that we can come back and do the next race actually stronger than we did that last one. If you do it incorrectly, you can lose a ton of fitness, basically lose the training effect that that last race gave you. You might overcook yourself if you come back too early. You might undercook yourself and not be prepared for the next race if you come back too late. So getting this fine dance of coming back from a race is fairly critical to get right. This is where the charts come in. So I'm going to start with this protocol that happens in 3 parts the day after a race. Basically right here we have your race day and it's what you're going to do the day after. And that's the first part. That first 1 to 2 days after a race, we'll go 1, 2, is stage 1. Your readiness at this point to race is actually going to feel probably not too bad. If you've gone hard enough in the race, the DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness, might not set in. So you might feel like piss and vinegar. So you might feel like you're up here, but what we want is that we actually want, I'm going to use yellow for what we actually want to do. What we actually want to do is keep our workout intensity down here. So in those first 2 days, some of the best things that you can do are a really light bike, a really light swim. I would probably stay away from running because running is fairly compressive on the body. It also beats up your muscles a fair bit more. So even though you might feel good, what I would recommend are these light exercises like cycling and swimming, particularly swimming with fins, to lengthen out the body and allow the muscles to just nicely recover and kind of settle into a good pattern again so that you can come back and not be just totally gummed up if you hadn't done anything. So it's important to do something for maybe 15, 20 minutes. That's more than enough. Just getting the blood flowing is going to keep that recovery process going. Now next, after that 2-day period where you really just want to be somewhat active for about 15 to 20 minutes, the delayed onset muscle soreness and your fatigue is probably really going to settle in. So your readiness is going to drop, and it might drop over the course of 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I'm looking at posts right now from pros who raced 9 days ago and the fatigue is just settling in now. So in that second phase of training, we're talking about somewhere in between about that 3-day mark and maybe 2 weeks, 14 days after a race. And in that time, your readiness might just slowly go down. But what we want to do on the workout intensity side of things is we want to kind of just feel it out. So some days you might feel really good and challenge yourself. Some days you might feel really bad. So you've got to really listen to your body. If you wake up and you feel like this guy, you feel like these guys after the 7K run that we did today, just be a little bit active. Go and do something light. If you feel great, then maybe you can introduce a little bit of intensity or a little bit of challenge. But don't get to the point in that first 2 weeks where it feels like you're digging yourself a hole. Even if you've got a race coming up, it's more important to get your body fresh. Now, this 14 days is going to be on average somewhere around there for about a half Ironman. Might be as much as 21 days for an Ironman. Might be as little as about 6 or 7 days for a sprint or an Olympic. The key thing to do is feel it out and start feeling out where that readiness is. Like, how is the body feeling? Start to work out and just be prepared to dial it way back or do a couple of the hard intervals and then shut it down. Because we always want to make sure that when we come back, we're raring to go. We're chomping at the bit to get into it. And that's where the third stage of coming back from a race happens. So in that third stage from coming back from a race, what you will find is around that time that I just said, your body's slowly going to start feeling like it can accept a little bit more and more challenge. It's going to be more or less ready. At this point, you don't necessarily want to go like this and just get right back into the training. You want to follow along what your body is feeling and then gradually build into it. So maybe you start with 1 or 2 harder intervals on your hard bike day, the first day that you come back right here. Maybe you do just a slightly long ride and then gradually build it up. Because you do have some underlying fatigue, if you go too far and overreach too quickly, you might send your readiness back down to here, in which case you're never going to actually be absorbing that race that you did before, and you're never going to be getting ready for that next race that you've got coming up. So what you've got to do is you've got to take that recovery after a race in 3 parts. The first 3 days, except you're not going to do any real workout, you're just going to move a little bit to get the blood flowing. Then for the next 3 to 12 days to about say 2 weeks after that race, feel out what you're capable of, but really just rest. Do a little bit each day, but only do what you feel is quite easy. Don't finish a workout feeling fatigued. Then, after that period, maybe it's 7 days for a sprint, maybe it's 21 days for an Ironman, then start gradually building back up more and more. And not until that time when you feel like you're ending a workout and you're like, I got this, I don't need a nap at the end of the day, I'm not thrashed the next day, you can start gradually building back up. And at that point, you will be using the race that you just did for the fitness of the next races that you've got going forward, because you've recovered from it and you will pull that fitness into your next race, making you a more badass athlete for your next race and the race after that. So here you go, Trainiacs. That's what you need to be doing after a race. Now, if it is the end of a year, you just stretch those out a little bit so that you get yourself a nice 4 to 8 week off season, but the process is the same. Still in those 3 parts, and actually on Team Trainiac, teamtrainiac.com, you can go check it out, give it a shot. We have all of this automated so that you know every single day with prompts of, kind of when you should be thinking about getting back into it, because frankly, we can't just go hard in the paint every single day like these guys. Ooh, sorry guys. So go out there, have fun in your races, absorb that training, get back into it when you're ready to go. And if you aren't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. Later, Trainiacs. Sorry, dudes. I'm sorry.